What do you say to the people who say Formula One shouldn't be working with Saudi Arabia, a country using sport to gloss over human rights abuses?
Well, I say to them, Formula One is wise enough to know what's good for them and their reputation. And if they felt that Saudi Arabia is one of those countries, they would have never agreed to come to Saudi Arabia. It's not enough for anyone to judge a country or a nation just by reading about things from the social media. And a lot of things, most of them, the things that they say is not true. Maybe it used to be in the past, but now, especially with women's rights, if you come to Saudi and see women, their roles now and what they do in Saudi Arabia, it's not like 20 or 10 or 5 years ago.
You say that, but it was only a few months ago we had the stories like that of Lujain Al-Hathlul, who was imprisoned for over 1,000 days for campaigning against the kingdom's ban on female drivers.
Yes, but is it that the only reason why she was imprisoned? Just by speaking about why women were not driving? I don't think this is the reason. There is a lot of things behind that.
Human Rights Watch has said that women's rights activist Lujain Al-Hathlul's arrest and treatment by the Saudi authorities remains a flagrant miscarriage of justice. And questions continue to be asked about the death of journalist Jamal Khashoggi, which UN Special Rapporteur Agnes Kalamar concluded constituted an extrajudicial killing for which the state of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia is responsible. Jamal Khashoggi's killing continues to be a stain on Saudi Arabia. How do you think your race is going to change that?
Well, what happened to Jamal Khashoggi is a tragedy. I know that Saudi Arabia was knowing about a lot of things of human rights, but for assassinating or killing someone, this was something shocking for us, especially where he was killed and how he was killed. This is something that shocked us all. We never expect something like that comes out from Saudis, especially who are official Saudis.
I must ask you, ahead of the race in Bahrain last year, Lewis Hamilton, as you know, the 7-time world champion, a figurehead of Formula One, spoke out against the human rights problems, saying Formula One has a consistent and massive problem it needs to address with human rights abuses in countries it visits. How concerned are you that Lewis may address issues in Saudi Arabia?
I'm not concerned at all. Lewis Hamilton, I really respect him as a driver, and I admire what he does, and he has all the right, and not only him, other drivers, to speak up. As I said, Saudi Arabia, we've changed a lot to the positive. There's a lot of freedom, and human rights is something that we take seriously.
Would you be open to meeting up with him to discuss these issues with him?
Yeah, definitely. First of all, I'm a big fan of Lewis, and we want him to come even before the race. So for him to come to see his opinion, everybody's opinion matters to us. I've met with the teams, I've met with the drivers. They all had a different perspective, and they left with a positive perspective. So that's why we are very confident. We don't have anything to hide. If we have something to hide in Saudi Arabia, why would we open up our country and bring the people to see our who we really are? If we have something to hide, or if we want to sport wash something, we wouldn't allow people to come and see who we really are.